Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Wild and Free 2.0 in Tennessee. I'm just going to give this a little blurb for our video here because I wanted to put some time and space into what we're seeing here. This is the actual house, the manufactured house that we ordered back in 2022, and we're unable to take. This is late 2022, December or October-ish, roughly. And we weren't able to take delivery of it because, well, we couldn't get power on our property. We couldn't get septic on our property without, upwards of $80,000 to $140,000 just to get power and septic capability. And that's clearing almost 2,200 feet, 40-foot wide path straight down the property, which we did not want to do. On top of it all, it was really rocky. We're talking rock, 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 rock. Everywhere is rock. It had a lot of great cedar on it, but hey, it is what it is. Here we have a lot of pine. The pine's anywhere from 2 to 5 feet apart. There's trees everywhere. We do have some leafy green trees, which we're trying to save as many as possible. But in this video, you're going to see them assembling this house, me working in the background, trying to clear stuff. I was working multiple jobs, plus every waking minute, extra minute that I had, and living on site in the trailer off grid, working a remote job. I was able to actually clear these trees, make the time, and get this thing rocking and rolling. The biggest struggle that we had was getting the road all the way back this far. It's 1,200 and something foot just to our house from the main road. So we had to get that graveled in, get it ready for these guys to be able to deliver it. Once they delivered this house, we had the capability for them to come in and assemble it. And that was from December to March it took, due to rain, other unforeseen whatevers. But we finally got them assembled, and this, in March is when they started putting this thing together. So we were excited to see that, oh hey, we're going to have a house now. This is awesome. But that had to push the gears into higher gear to clear more trees to be able to actually get our power, our water, all of our municipalities, utilities back here. And as you can see off to the right of this portion of it, you can see that I've started to clear for where the septic field's going to go. That was where the designated state field lines were going to go. So I had to clear all that on top of it. So that made it even more of a pain in the butt. But ultimately, we had great soil here. We didn't have rocks. We're sitting on a pine farm, but hey, you lose some, you win some. We've got a lot of millable lumber here, and I do have my sawmill, so I'm pretty excited to actually get that thing set up now that we're a little further in our progression on this home build. As these videos start to come out, you're going to see the full construction from start to finish on this build for the Wild and Free 2.0. And it's just phenomenal the amount of work that I've put into this thing, the folks that I've had help me, assist me, the contractors I've brought in with big heavy equipment that made it a lot easier and quicker for me. Most of it was just to get this house in, right? But hey, the rain was another problem. Rain in Tennessee, it keeps you from moving. And I sunk the excavator once, actually right here when they were putting this house together, and they put the underpinning on it. I was working out there next behind that white truck and next to the trees and trying to dig out for the septic, and I ended up getting that thing stuck. Excavator was about ready to sink in a bottomless pit. It was crazy. I got skid steers, 2 different skid steers stuck out there multiple times. That mud, it just sucks you in and it won't let you go, which is crazy. I've never experienced that much except for on flat land out in the marshy swamplands putting in wind farms and solar farms. So what we see is the house is together, right? They're putting all the finishing touches on it, getting I think the vinyl finished up there in the back, and then they've got the front right there to put on. They do have to make some repairs. When they took the hitches off or did something with the hitches, they messed up the front, the steel right there for the girder or whatever you want to call it. On the front right where that guy's sitting at. That got replaced, which was pretty awesome that we got it replaced because I wasn't going to have it defective. But yeah, it's been a time coming for this, which ultimately I thank God for everything that has happened on this property. It's been one of the most impossible projects to do by myself, but I was able to pull through and get it done. And so much more that you guys are going to start to see in these new videos coming out. We're going to try to get videos out every Wednesday and Saturday, and we'll possibly do some more shorts like we have been doing with what the current property is with our animals. We've got goats, we've got chickens, we got dogs, we have, what else do we have? We have turkeys, meat birds, we've got our solar shed, the barn build, chicken house builds. We've got so much ongoing, the rocks behind the house that we lay. There's just going to be so much coming up, and I'm excited to be able to share that all with you guys. And the amount of time that it's taken for me to get to build this and see it actually get built out, watching some of these videos from way back when I first started the project, it's pretty phenomenal. I will say that these guys, they work some pretty late hours trying to get this thing put together, and I'm actually not sure if some of this video is actually from when they were inside the house as well, because they were actually redoing the marriage line walls and putting those together with the drywall and touching up paint and trim and all that kind of stuff too. I think that was after they actually put the vinyl sides on, but I'm not positive. But they were out there quite a bit, and it was, a good crew, and I really want to say thank you to the folks over at Kelly Mobile Homes over in where are they at? They're in shoot, I can't even remember where they're at. Waynesboro. There we go. They're out there in Waynesboro, and phenomenal job, and they're great, and anytime that we had any issues or anything popped up, whether it was a small thing or a big thing. Oh, look at this, guys. I never watched them actually put the vinyl on. But Kelly Mobile Homes, they were out there constantly for us. Whenever we needed them, they'd send their tech out, techs, and they gave us the old axles, which is cool. So I'm going to use those for a project down the road here. They did all their underpinning, made sure everything was tight. They put in all the plumbing, which you can see them doing the plumbing. And that's Shane, my buddy. He's the one that brought me every load of rock. And I'll have to look, but I'm upwards of 30 to 60,000 tons, something like that. I can't remember exactly because I've actually had some more work done besides this main 1,200 foot of driveway. But right there, that's this awesome rock that really holds the roads together, and we still don't have any issues, and we're already well over 2 years of this rock being down almost, with everything driving across it. And I was sitting there trying to spread it, get it nice and built up so that when we actually move into the house that we had a flat level-ish surface to come in on. It isn't that great because of the red rock in it, or the red clay in it, because that tracks everywhere. But, do what you got to do and get it done. But once that stuff sets, that red goes away. You don't have to deal with it. But you can see in the background how much of those trees I cleared out, and what kind of fun and excitement I had to do with that little skid steer that I am very thankful that my buddy let me borrow it, or at least rent it for reduced costs, because I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of this project without Mr. Perry's skiddy steer right there. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. And remember, if you can think it, you can dream it, you can build it.